Alright, this is PTSD video log 82612. My name's Ken. I have PTSD. I know, sounds a little AA, but you know, the minute you can admit it to yourself is the minute things start to get better. I've been dealing with this for a little over a year now. First realization that I had a problem was last July 4th of 2011. Thereafter, it was a really dark time for me. And my girl, the amazing woman that she is, got me into counseling after I said that I wanted to check myself into a mental ward. That's how bad things got. I was seriously losing my mind. I just didn't know what end was up. And now, a year later, I can actually sit down like this and say, yes, I have PTSD. Is it entirely from being in the military? No. Some of it stems from my childhood. And I'm learning real quick that events that happen when you were a child greatly affect how you are as an adult. So I'm changing a lot of patterns that I've gotten into. A lot of dynamics have changed in my life with other people and myself. So it's getting there. It's getting manageable. My counselor's amazing. He tries to push me as often as possible, but he also supports me. He realizes I'm a very intelligent person, and I know myself better than anybody. But as of late, I don't. I hate to admit it, but when you have PTSD, it clouds a lot of stuff about you. And it's hard. It's hard not knowing who you are. When all you want to do is get away, when you just want to forget about what's going on in your life at that moment, or you want to be somewhere else. I understand that. I've been there. I've done it, and I'm working through it. I'm happy to say, I'm on the right track. I found those things that make it so I can cope daily. Cooking. God, I love to cook. If it wasn't for that, I swear to God, I'd be crazy. When I'm cooking, everything just kind of, it disappears. I'm me. The chaos is gone in my head. Things make sense. I can think straight. Then again, when I'm cooking, I really don't think a whole lot. I just do it. It's off the cuff. And I don't know. It's just something I don't have to think about. I feel it. And it's helped. It's helped a lot. And I'm passionate about it. I love to cook. I love to eat. Who doesn't love to eat? But that's another subject. Shooting, going to the range, that helps too. I know most people are like, well, if you have PTSD and you're a veteran, how can you stand, gunfire? Gunfire doesn't bother me. The sound of an AK bothers me. Bothers me a lot. I've never really, even from when I was a kid, never liked the sound of an AK. It's grating. It's disturbing. It's not a natural sound a gun should make. And I guarantee there's some of you out there that can relate to this. So by all means, understand that you're not the only ones. And my girl's amazing. She's the one that got me into counseling. She's the one that made everything better. And she has fought tooth and nail for me. And I love her deeply for that. And I will forever be grateful for her, or to her, for that. Because she is the one that fought for me to get into counseling. She's the one that, gave me the ultimatum, go to counseling or we're done. And I didn't want to lose her. She's everything. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be right now. A lot of us veterans, those of us that served in the military, or served along those in the military, we're always so afraid to get help because it's a matter of pride for us. We're too proud to admit that we have a problem. Too proud to admit that we need help. Sometimes you gotta bite that bullet, and just get over it. Because when you need help, and it makes things easy. But accepting the fact that you have PTSD and finding exactly how it affects your daily life is kind of shocking in a lot of respects. I didn't know how deeply it affected everything around me, but since I've gotten help, I'm in school, of course, but since I've gotten help, my grades have improved. My concentration is on a higher level. I can actually concentrate on something for more than 5 minutes and not get frustrated. I can go into crowded places on occasion and do the things that I need to do, like go grocery shopping or go pick something up for my girl's birthday. There's a lot to be said, about living with PTSD. And if you catch yourself, you realize that you're still in the same patterns as you were when you were in the military. Whatever branch of service that may be, sitting in with your back against a wall, watching, or in line of sight of the doors, walking in somewhere and doing a risk assessment. Your head's always on a swivel. You're always looking around. You never stop for more than a minute or two. When you're out in public, it's, I started noticing these things after a minute, and I got upset with myself for a good long time because that wasn't who I was. I thought I was stronger than that, but I realized that the military trains you to survive. They teach you how to pay attention. They teach you what you need to survive when you're out there. What they don't teach you how to do is be a civilian. They don't teach you how to turn all that off. And frankly, you'll never be able to shut it off. Every one of your actions is so far beyond a mental reaction. It's not even funny. It's become cellular. It's not just your brain, it's your body reacting before your brain knows what's going on. And all I gotta say is trust your instincts. If your gut tells you something's wrong, then something's wrong. Trust me, it saved my ass more than once, even after I was out. And it saved a couple of friends. it it's hard. Living with PTSD is hard. Every day is a struggle. But it will get better. It will get easier. But only if you get the help you need. I don't even know what end is up most days. Some days I don't even want to get out of bed. Other days I don't want to be in my house, but I don't want to be around people. So I've chose to surround myself with a very, very tight-knit group of people. And when I'm around them, I don't have to worry. There's no pretenses, there's no expectations, there's nothing. But when I know I'm with them, I'm safe. And I don't have to worry about anybody. I know some of you have created bonds with people you served with, and I have those bonds too. My best friend in the entire world is 9 hours away, and it's rough. We talk to each other as often as we can, but he was a huge part of my support network before I was getting counseling, or I started counseling, and I moved. I followed my girl to school and started attending classes at another school in the local area, and I lost my support network. I got lost, and it's really hard to relate something that you're feeling that you can't quite put your finger on over a phone or a text message or whatever it is you do to communicate. But I don't even know how to describe what I felt on a daily basis back then. It was just like, it was chaos, it was mayhem, it was, I don't know, it was real strange. But I made it through so far, and I have a lot of people to thank for that. But I'm not done. I've still got a long way to go. PTSD is hard. It's hard to live with. It's hard to deal with. It's hard. I mean, I'm not joking. It's going to be once you decide to get counseling, if you're not already getting counseling, it is going to be the hardest bullet to bite. It is going to be the hardest pill to swallow. Because you're sucking up your pride, and it's traumatic in a lot of ways. You feel less of a man for a while, or less of a person. But you're not. You're strong, and because you asked for help, that goes miles right there in saying, I am a person. I have feelings. I am not a robot. Take that into consideration. When you do this, because if you don't get the help you need, you're gonna miss out on so much. You're gonna miss out on so many wonderful things in life because you're gonna be afraid to go out and do them. So my advice: get out there, get the help you need, and find something you're passionate about, because if you don't, you're gonna get lost. You're not gonna have a direction. You need something that you can put energy into, that you're passionate about, that that you can create with. Mine is cooking. It's the one place I feel normal. It's the one place I feel like I'm supposed to be. So find something you're passionate about. Stick with it. And don't forsake those around you, because they already know. They're just waiting for you to admit it. Till next time.